All right, it is time for pre-market prep at the close.
Three consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
Well, Joel, this is an interesting end of the week, wouldn't you say?
I will say, should we just do our wrap? I didn't get to do that this morning. You guys were asking me about my vacation.
Yeah.
SPOs are down almost 31 handles, trading on the lows of the session. Opened up near that pre-market high, and then we just found nothing but sellers. I don't know if it was the Michigan consumer sentiment or just a good old-fashioned pullback. But we're going to end up red for the week here unless we somehow have a 40-handle rally. So if it's the start of something new, we'll find out. If it's just another buy the dip opportunity, we'll find that out too. Bad week for crude, down a dime, but that was down near $70 earlier. So you can see what crude did for the week. Gold, double top, 1830-ish. That pulled off. Had bad day for gold. Silver, that's down 72 cents at 25.66. A little bit of a reversal in Bitcoin. Look at that, $1,000 range. When did we ever think we would see that? Up $475 now, 31,885. Ethereum, that's down $12 at 1906. So a lot of red on the screen here, and really not a lot of reasons.
Yeah. Well, maybe you hear about this monkeypox thing?
No.
No, maybe it's that. Maybe there's monkeypox in Dallas. Is what the
monkeypox, is that a form of chicken pox?
I never heard of it. It's from Dallas County Health and Human Services. I never heard of monkeypox. I'm just joking. I mean, I'm not joking about that, but I'm joking that that's why we're down.
Delta variant. I think that's what you're. I'll call this a Delta variant sell-off here. The people worried, unvaccinated, vaccinated, people are getting it. So I think I'd attribute the decline more to that than to anything else.
Yeah, 2.5 losers for every gainer today. So yeah, it's just one of those days. Let's talk about space. So Joel, you weren't here on Monday. We came within a penny. We, for all intents and purposes, let's just say we got to 60 because we got to 59.90. So 4 a.m. Monday morning, very first tick, we basically get to 60. We are at $30 right now. We just lost half of our market cap in space in 1 week.
It's, I wrote about that at the end of last week, and I'm like, well, we'll see how it reacts off the flight, and if it has a good flight, maybe it'll make a new all-time high. If it doesn't, it did.
Yeah, it did. Okay,
it did. I don't know. I mean, when is this company going to start making money?
I don't know.
They're just spending it. So, and maybe that's that's not good for Amazon here with the Blue Origin scheduled.
I mean, it's not Amazon, but
Yeah, it's associated. You're right. There's not nearly. Spoos just dip under 53.20 here, folks. 43.19 and a quarter. Not much on the daily charts to say where we're gonna stop here. Mike Ratson says, we missed you, Joel. I bet you did, having to hang out with these guys for 4 days. But I don't know. I mean, you want to call it the end of the world here? The SPOs are down 30.
Oh, no. But you know what I do want? I do very much want your thoughts on the IWM. All right, I've been watching this all week. I mean, I always have it up on my screen, but I've been watching it closely all week, and it seems to be breaking trend. Breaking support. Maybe it's at support.
Actually, it's matching the low from yesterday, but not getting away from it. So I would say I would give it a little bit more. Well, 14 was this low here, but that's beaten down on Thursday's low. But I mean, Come on, I guess you got to give it a little bit more room here.
Okay.
Wow, there isn't much room though on the monthlies. I'm seeing 211.54. I mean, these things have had the small caps. Let's just say that this is a little bit of a correction here,
Hmm.
and that we're really not in danger zone until we take out 211.50.
Okay. 211.50. All right. I'm gonna write that down. Hold on. 211. My pen doesn't even work. Come on, stupid pen. That's close enough. All right, 211.50 in the IWM. Let's wait. Someone just commented in chat about Beyond Meat. I didn't see any headlines on Beyond Meat. Oh, from a couple hours ago. Yeah, yeah. Impossible Foods is doing just those two are going at each other. No real surprise there. Well, let's look at let's not look at that. Let's look at GM and Ford here. GM is taking 4 of its plants offline, 4 of its plants specifically that produce mid-size SUVs. Because why? We know
Chips.
why. We know why. There's not enough chips to go around. There's parking lots full of cars that are 95, 98% built all across America that are missing one part. And so GM is idling 4 of its plants because they don't. There's no chips. So GM is down, Ford is down on that headline.
Boy, oh boy, ugly charts here. I would say for you Ford shareholders, looks like we have a date with 55 or 54.86. You take that out, I think you'll be trading under 54. Just to bet. I mean, if they're not producing cars, then how are they going to sell cars? How are they going to make money? So they don't have a handle on the chip situation. Bad day, bad week. Really distancing ourselves here from the old time highs. Boom, boom. I'll just say under 55. Look out. We haven't hit that yet today. Fords. Boy, oh boy, that filled the gap, got a bounce, and now, when Ford has an unusual move from 12 and change to 1650, something that hasn't done in 100 years, and it starts to come down, then you're going back to the point of origin, and that was really, I mean, there's even a gap here, it would be around under 1250, but you got to think after making a new low of the move here, next stopping points could be closer to 13 for Ford. May 26th, low 1310.
Is this going to end up being a buying op for Nvidia? Because this thing was 820, call it 825. Nice round number, 825 on Tuesday in the pre-market, right? And it is now $100 below that.
How could you say this is a buying opportunity when the thing has gone from 550 to 850, almost in a straight up line with the split? I mean, I'm not trying to catch a falling knife in this one. It looks like they pumped it up, and they're not waiting for the split to dump it.
Clearly,
yeah. I mean, it is getting going. I do see a potential stopping point here. I'm sure investors don't want to hear this, but you have 3 lows right at the 690 area. Yeah, let's call it, well, 2 lows at 690. So it looks like you got a date with this area, maybe get a bounce there. I had talked about maybe curling up and trying to take back half of the move, but it easily took out the low of the move. And I think it's way, way too early. I think if you were playing this thing for the split run up, you missed it, man. It's over. It had to run up pre-split, and they're not going to play the Apple or Tesla game and blow you out of the water after the split. I think they pumped this thing up, and they're going to be selling it hard until whatever actual day of the split is. But there's just a lot of air in here. I don't see any reason to buy the dip yet.
Okay, so the Apple split was end of August, right?
Yep.
And when was Tesla? It was also
Same thing.
Same day, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm looking at both those charts right now.
Nothing ever goes according to script.
No,
I know.
And
Apple, maybe people are, I'm gonna ride this, the NVIDIA until the day before. Well, you know what? change your plan.
Yeah,
Change your plan. People are
definitely.
ringing the red. The thing's moved up 42%
I
since
know.
they announced the split.
I know.
If they had a 42% increase in anything, it's just fluff, folks. Don't get behind the computers, man. Stay ahead of them. And the computers have turned. They changed that button from sell to buy. And I don't know where, if you're trying to do the pre-innings run here, I just don't, or the pre-split run, I don't see it.
Interesting thesis, Andrew, that the Krispy Kreme IPO was the top, just like in 2000. Well, maybe. We'll see. We'll see. But
how is Donut doing?
I haven't looked at it in like a week, so I just brought it up for the first time. It's still within its IPO day range. So what is there to say about it? What about here? Who in the chat?
Oh, look at this 17. Who's bid here at 17 on the dailies? Look at this thing.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5. But now it's bearing down on it at 17.04, down 8 cents on the session, a lower high. I'll tell you right now, if that buyer gets out of there at 17, you're going to be looking at 15 and change, the low on the IPO day, in a heartbeat.
Okay, Shaka Guru is short BBW and would like your thoughts.
Short BBW.
Shaka Guru, don't you know that's against the rules?
That is, yeah. Boy, oh boy, the Build-A-Bear workshop, they did it. They pumped this thing up, and they kept it up there for a while. I Reddit ran this thing. Man, it's one of these formations where you just want it to go down a little bit more. Look at this. Your low 15.16 today. Your low going back a few days was 15.29. You breached that. I mean, I really don't think you're out of the woods here getting into this area. Obviously, 14.82. That was your low here. And then you get into this gap area. But I like it. It's pressing up. It's just got to get rid of that risky $15 level. If you're worried about a rebound, trying to hold you short, I would just look at the highs from the last couple sessions. They're way up there. 16 and a quarter, 16.63, and then your high on Wednesday was up at 18.60. So it came way down. If you start to get a couple tops in the same area and then you breach above that, maybe you have to cover into some strength. But right now, it looks like Build-A-Bear, they're trying to get it back down to that gap area around $10. S&P's new low on the session here. It doesn't look like we're going to have any Friday heroes to bring us back on this.
Y'all are feeling feisty today. Now Andrew wants to go in short Crocs, which just ripped. I mean, it's $8 off its high, but it was just in the last. Just pulled up a daily, went from 33 to 120 in 1 year. So.
Ooh.
Good luck. I don't know. I would feel much more comfortable with some sort of defined, options play than shorting it outright. Because
I mean, one thing, you're shorting it here outright. What are you gonna risk up to 121?
Right. Yeah, you risk $9, right?
Yeah, but then you got all that down. You got a lot of downside in there. I don't know if it's going to get I mean, it had the red candle, made the new all-time high, followed by 2 other red candles. So maybe you get a double bottom in here, maybe get a little bounce. But I don't know. I don't know if you're going to get a shot on this one. It looks like it's turned here a little bit. Third day down. Be keeping an eye on next week. Wow, the low from last week is way down at 106.20.
We haven't talked for a little bit. Certainly not all week. The DraftKings Penn combo. Penn looks hideous. DraftKings looks bad too. They both look bad, but Penn just looks hideous right now.
You know what? If I said it once, I said it 1,000 times. I said it 10,000 times. When a major stock has a run, actually, the S&P ad is when that thing hit 140.
That was that day. That was the S&P ad. Was that day?
Yep.
Oh my gosh, that's making me want to short Moderna right here. That's what
Not yet, Spencer.
let's
Not
make
yet.
let's go
We
to Moderna.
will,
We'll go to
but
Moderna
not
after.
yet.
Let's go to Moderna after this. But look at that
I
thing.
don't know with the virus stuff. You see, and I did this as the stock of the day, and man, this thing is crazy the way this thing moves. But this time, like the other times, it was kind of off drug news. Now it's moving off the S&P 500 news, which is a little bit different. We might have a little bit more staying power. So I don't know. I'm not willing to short this yet. But you will get some wicked pullbacks in this. I just don't know when. This is a big breakout, and I don't know. I think I would rather and try and short this if I was long this thing. I would say, okay, you know what? I'm just going to let this go. And if it takes out the low from today, which is 271.50, then there's a gap to 261.22. So I think I'd be more comfortable just trying to move my stop up in this because this is a big breakout. And with the vaccine, the Delta variant and everything, I just don't know if you're going to get the same script on this one. Spoos, they got 4,300 on the mind here.
Yeah.
We are in an area of very little support, and that's exactly the way the market is acting here. We're at 43.15.50, no bids in sight, only offers. So we'll see. Low level. Next level I have is 6-day low, 42.93 and a quarter. I don't think we're gonna get there.
Basically straight down the last 3.5 hours. There have been a couple 15-minute candles in the green, but mostly straight down in the last 3.5 hours, which is an
Man, look at this.
interesting way to end the week. No doubt.
Not ending the week on the low. I needed to shake the cobwebs. I look at the market this morning. Are we going to end the week on the high or the low? And boy, oh boy, it's going to be the low. No way the high. Quick fade off the open, but here we are. It's like one of these weekend worries thing, like if there's a bad news over the weekend. But that's the way the market's acting out now. Everyone wants out of the pool all at the same time. So we'll see what happens down here. See if we can find a bid.
I was joking. I don't actually want to short Moderna. Obviously, you don't short rocket ships, but eventually what's going to happen with Moderna is it's going to come back down to like 200, and I'm going to be pissed because I didn't play it. That's what's going to happen. I don't know when, but it's going to happen. All right. What is the chat watching? Someone in the chat asked if we could please look at Boeing. All right. It's been like 2 days since I've looked at the Boeing chart. Nothing's different. It's the same as it was when I last looked at it. It's just actually no, that's not true. Something is different. Something is different here.
What is different?
Because it broke below. You had some. I don't know how much volume you had at these levels, but that 219. Wait, no, the
220.
Was that 220? 220. Yeah, that is different.
I think it's all the reopening trade.
Yeah, you know what you noted that before we hopped on there. The whole reopening trade is off. Let's be honest, most trades are off today, right? But reopening trade is down. The airlines, the cruise lines, all down.
You know why? Oh, look at Delta make it. You know why I'm permanently bearish Boeing?
It has to. Wait, why are you permanently bearish Boeing? Why?
I think big planes are going to be out.
Small planes are in?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Maybe.
Yep. I don't know. I just think this whole, one of my rants, I know people are going to get all upset with me, but
no one's who's upset. It's 3:15.
It just makes sense to me that, the whole world changed because of this pandemic. And I just don't, I see smaller planes, with, smaller capacities, I think more people are going to be flying private. I think, it's just people are going to be driving. I know there's a lot, going on in the airports and they're busy and stuff, but I don't know. I get this thing stuck in my head, and I just think small, next 10, 15, 20 years, smaller planes are where it's going to be at.
The reason to believe in Boeing is if you believe in air travel, there are literally only two airplane manufacturers in the
I
world.
believe in air travel. I
Yeah.
just don't believe in these huge planes. I
Okay.
think it's all going to be more, smaller regional jets. I
Well,
mean, I don't know.
you definitely didn't see this because you were out of town. But Adam Jonas, you know what? It's probably good that you weren't here for this. But Adam Jonas yesterday put out a note. Um, what's the word I want to say?
Hypothesizing.
Hypothesizing on Tesla flying cars. It's probably good that you were out of town for that. But
Yeah, I mean, so what did he say? Did he say it's going to 400 or 4,000, something like that?
I don't.
As high and as low?
I didn't actually look at the note. I just saw people making fun of it. But
Yeah, I don't know about that, but I just think that's a trend. I think that's these big planes, they're expensive. The fuel. Who knows how long fuel costs are going to stay up? But I don't know. I
yeah,
mean, we've talked about Boeing before. That's not a good looking chart,
no,
not at all. From 240 to 220, you have to think. I mean, it took forever and a brother for it to do a 50% retracement here. And that's something that I talked about. And it was actually a little bit higher than that, closer to 260, 270. And it did do that. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be patient. I'm going to get out my retracement tool. And I'm going to say, yeah, I'll get interested in Boeing at 186. How's that, folks? That's where I'm stepping in to buy Boeing. Hopefully, I'll be short when it goes down to 186. But so look at Boeing. I mean, and these cruise lines. I mean, it's amazing that these stocks came back to or pre-pandemic levels
I
with
know,
no one taking cruises.
it's wild, right?
Yeah. And what about the offering that this CCL jammed people at 26, 27? Here is where looking at your monthlies can help you out. You're like, okay, man, that's 30. Wow, 31 was a big level pre-pandemic. That was actually 33, 34. That was your March high. I don't know how the hell that was still at 33, 34 in March. You got to 31.52. But just looking at it, without drilling down, if you're a longer term investor, who cares about 3-4 points? $30. I mean, now we're $10 away. And now, fear it not, you're gonna have to look at another retracement here. And this is giving back half of the move here. $21. If this thing's gonna hold in here, it's gonna hold in 21 here and turn around.
Joel, we have to close the market. This is ridiculous.
Oh, you little wimp.
Actually,
This is nothing.
wait, I was getting made fun of. Well, what day was it? Was it Wednesday? I think Wednesday we had what wait oh what number did we have? I don't even remember. Oh, it was inflate. We had CPI on Wednesday, and I had the 1 minute up, and everyone was making fun of me because I was like, because I had the 1 minute up, so it was distorting my perspective, and we had a few red candles there, and everyone was making fun of me. Oh, it was like a 0.2% drop, and Spencer's freaking out, but yeah. Anyway, no, it was just funny. Who asked about Chewy just now? Someone asked about Chewy. Leia asked about Chewy. I gotta say, Leia, direct to consumer stocks do not look good. Whether you want
Wait, what Chewy is she talking about? Because there's Chewy Holdings,
CHWY. What other Chewy is there?
CHUY.
What is that? Is it a restaurant?
Yeah, it is.
It sounds like a restaurant to me.
It is.
All right, it is.
Yeah.
This is what it's a Tex-Mex restaurant.
So
No,
which Chewy does she want?
she's talking about pet food. CHWY. And I gotta say, Leia, direct to consumer stocks, whether it's Chewy, whether it's Smile Direct Club, whether it's Casper, they all have the same business model, right? Screw the middleman. Let's go around you, direct to the consumer, because our online platform is the best. And all these charts, they all look ugly to me. That's my take.
Well, I don't know what Leah's got going on in this, but I I would say that I'm really worried about this this $87 level, but that doesn't do anything to help Leia today because we're at 77. So man, if you got to look at 87, 87 and a half, that was your high here. That was your high this month so far. Man, oh man, oh man, tough chart. I'd say you better be prepared for a test of last month's low at 72.45. We haven't hit that. You're finding buyers here. I'll step it up a little bit. That was a monthly low. I would say right here, 73.70, 73.70. You had three lows in a row. You're not getting there. So, no, I'm going to give the optimistic point of view because I know she's long and she wants it to go up. I'll say give it to here. You know, it's come down this far, this fast, starting to find support above it. So if you get like another, COVID scare or whatever, this thing could take off. But I like that it's finding support ahead of these three lows at the 74.70 area. So that's what I like about it. What I don't like about it is it was at 87 earlier in the week, and now it's at 77.
Several people in chat want us to know that, for the record, Chewy's has good. Wait, what was the comment? Good chimichangas.
Yeah, because someone asked about this
Try
on
the chicka boom boom at Chewy's. Vintage says. I don't know what that is. It sounds delicious. I'm not sure what it is, but
someone on Twitter asked me about this not trading a lot in the pre-market. There was a bit of the penny, and the offer was there, and it's just it's a low volume trading stock, so you're going to see low volume in the pre-market and after hours trading.
Here, Joe. With regards to Leila, she says she's not in Chewy. She's looking to get in, but she's not in.
I don't know. I don't know. There's others. It's turned, Leah. I can't with a good heart, tell you. Yeah, if you want to take a stab here with these three lows in this area, then you got to risk down to here. There's just you got to give it to 7,350. Or you could try it, do it here with a tight stop. So if you lose, a couple shekels, it's no big deal. You could reload here. So you do have three lows in the same area if you want to do that. Looking at it from, like, let's say this sell-off was the sell-off for real, down under 65, and we got a rebound, and now we're just continuing the uptrend. I will do this for you, and I will say it's, boom. Well, half of the move is right back here at 75, 76. So there's a buy zone here. I just don't want to see it breach these three lows.
That was our bell. Someone asked about Cleveland Cliffs. Steel closed at the low across the board at the low of the day, whether it's X, whether it's CLF. Whole sector was down today. So terrible day for CLF, down 7.8%. We did not close at the low of the day in the SPY, but we came extremely close. Oh man. Okay. Final tally for the day. SPY down 0.7%. Q's down 0.8%. Russell. Oh no. Russell down 1.25%. Dow down. What does that say? 0.86%. Okay. All right.
But it's good. It's good that we bounced off the low because now you got a reference point on Sunday night to keep a look at. And I'm going to do the pre-market. Should be a good Sunday night. I'm going to do it with Rob of Stock Odds. We're going to get back to doing that Sunday on the pre-market prep YouTube channel. So everyone join me for that. Keeping an eye, 43.14 That was your low for the week, getting a little bit of a bounce. So a little bit of a tired market on Friday, but we're still so close to all-time highs. It's hard to throw in the towel on the greatest bull market of all time.
All right, that's it. All right, everyone, smash the like. Thanks a lot. We'll see you on Monday. Money Mitch is live right now. Please remember, all the information from our show meant to be used as informational purposes, not for investing or trading advice. Everyone, have a good rest of your day. Have a great weekend. I'll see you Monday morning. But we got a lot of stuff. We got Money Mitch. We got Brad Weber. We got weekend shows Sunday. A lot going on here. Have a good one, everyone.